How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Starfield, where we are here at this new Atlantis and we're about to get started. Thank you so much for watching this series. I'm grateful for any of you who have checked out the first episode and you followed through to the second one. You always see a really big drop-off in the first few episodes of a series just because, you know, a lot of people like click on the first one, check it out, see if it's for them, and if you're here for the second one, good chance you're thinking it's at least passable. Thank you. I appreciate you coming by. I'm looking to try and make this as fun a journey as possible. Ironically, I picked the best time to start this game because, like, immediately after I posted my first episode, I started seeing articles all over the place talking about how, like, all the Steam reviews are going down here. Like, honestly, I don't really care about that. Some of my favorite games don't get responded to super well by the public. Either they're just not well known, aka why most of my content on this channel is visual novels. Some of the best content I've ever consumed in my entire life are visual novels, and a lot of them are considered super niche. Most people never try them, and those that try them can have mixed messages based on, you know, what they expected when they bought the game versus what they tend to get, because visual novels almost aren't games because there's so much a focus on characterization and storytelling and not so much on gameplay. But beyond that, I also understand that not everyone's happy with what this game was, but that's the thing. It's like, I'm not trying to pull a certain experience from this game. If I want to have immersive space sim, I play my Star Citizen or Elite Dangerous. Games I enjoy. You know, some people might even not call Star Citizen a game because it's still in an alpha, but frankly, I have so much fun with it as a flight sim and as a space adventure. Even though it's not a finished game, I get probably more fun from it personally than many games that actually come out. I am here to experience a Bethesda space game, and I think so far it's been delivering well. Granted, the first few hours are usually a fairly cultivated experience, but for me, Skyrim's first few hours are the most boring. As soon as I can start traveling around and doing missions as I see fit, I imagine this is going to open up really well, and I think it's going to be really fun, as long as I temper my expectations, and also understand that not everything's going to be perfect. Oh, it's like doing the panoramic stuff, which is fine. It's not, okay, I'll talk to you later. Now, am I expecting miracles? No. Am I expecting this to always be perfect? No. But I'm already seeing promising stuff. I mean, they also keep saying they're going to be making stuff better, so we'll see. Anyway, we are here, we are jumping down, we're going to get our first introduction to, like, the core plot, and I imagine we're essentially going to be let off the hook. Once we kind of get, like, a flavor posting for, like, hey, this is where the main quest line is going, and then we can kind of do whatever we want, and then the galaxy's our oyster. Let's see what happens there. So, without further ado, let's jump right in and get started. Ironically, when I was coming back into the game and I was trying to remember some of the buttons, since I've only played this once, I had to kind of relearn everything. I accidentally threw a grenade. Turns out, you attack people, cause damage to people here, the entire place lights up and starts trying to kill you. Not sure what that would mean for, like, the main plot, considering I'm supposed to be here, and I don't know if I could even really go anywhere else right now. So what would happen? Maybe I'd get sent to jail and it would kind of reset, like, you know, mentalities for me, but it's curious to see. Also, unfortunately, so this like icon at the top of the screen saying press this to travel directly from the missions. I'm already here. I can't fast travel and I can't make that icon disappear for some reason. So I hope you don't mind. I find it annoying. If I can't figure out how to make it go away, I will do so. So in fact, I might take a break real quick. I'm gonna look it up and we'll see if I can figure out how to make it go away. Alright, so turns out I'm not the only one that has had this issue. So I'm gonna run around and boost my CO2 levels and it should make a different icon pop up and that should make it so that it goes away. Nice to know. I'm glad someone else has figured out. Yeah, see, running out of CO2 of O2. There it goes. Okay, we're back. We're ready to play. Ready, Vasco? We're gonna go in and check in with our new leaders. Also, apparently, maps are gonna be coming into, like, local maps, which will be nice. Because currently, there's apparently no real map. But, I mean, there's some signs that I can kind of read. They're a little blurry, but I can read them. Otherwise, this is looking pretty good. NPCs. If someone comes up to me and talks about the Cloud District,
please keep moving.
Yes, sir. If someone comes up to me asking if I've entered the Cloud District, I don't know if I'll be happy or sad.
No bounty.
What?
You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Really? Oh. I have the wanted, but that means I'm wanted by criminals, not by the actual governments. I'm liking the diversity here. Like, just like the different shapes and character designs is pretty interesting. it's interesting too because I've got the graphics cranked up as high as they can go, and it looks pretty good. But there are some texture meshes I can already tell are a little, well, I guess the moss is kind of nice, but again, you can see it's very flat. I can't wait for modders to get their hands on this. I'm trying to actually go where I'm supposed to go. Whoa, they can teleport into this elevator. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, the well, waterfall, promenade, that's where we are now in the spaceport. So what's the spaceport? Or is that where we are? Oh, so then what's the waterfall promenade? Ooh. Okay, so it's just like a 1 or 2 stories up. What was that? Did you see that? That person just jumped over this wall. Is that a program they gave NPCs who are getting stuck in terrain? Because they just absolutely popped over that wall right there. That's pretty funny, actually. I wonder if we were, it feels like one of those things you're not supposed to see. Along with this NPC who's like phasing into the ground. I mean, it's fine. It's Bethesda. It's Bethesdaing, you know, doing Bethesda things. What's the well? You know, for lots of loading screens that people complain about, the loading screens are at least pretty quick. Okay, so the well looks like the Undercity. Interesting. Now, the red thing is stealing. I wonder how you move stolen goods in this game. Like, do you have to be part of or interact with a, like, black market? Like, or like, are stolen tags? I've always thought stolen tags should fall off if you travel far enough away from where you stole them from. That you should be able to sell them. Like, how would anyone else know that they're stolen? You know? But, you know, I also understand that, like, games can get trivialized fairly quickly by someone who can just be really sneaky and steal a bunch of stuff. Okay, so there's clearly something back here, but you can't open that door. So again, oh, wait. Ah. Now, am I trespassing, or is it okay for me to be back here? Oh, nope, don't leave the gun. I'm trying to see, like, yeah, okay. I wonder if stealthing is a huge thing, besides getting, like, early attacks and stuff. Okay. Also, like, am I stealth? Like, how do I know if I'm, like, being observed or not? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, maybe it'll give me a tutorial on how stealth works in the game before I should at least get my main quest before I go on a spree. Oh, I didn't even see where this takes me. I thought I was gonna give me choices. Oh, it's a train station. Where on earth does this take us? Oh, am I just at a different place in the top level? Like where I was before. That would make sense. Freestar Embassy. So, Mass District. Freestar Embassy. Is that where I'm supposed to go? Freestar? Okay. That fire doesn't look right. Like, am I crazy? Okay, like, as I got closer, that looks okay. That fire does not look right.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
That's actually kind of an interesting idea. Like, so that means they're present in all the different, like empires and, like, organizations, or are they... Or
Here we are.
Oh.
The lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Vasco, calm down. Also, not only did I not intend to find this here, but it feels like the icons, like my quest markers, are not leading me in this direction. So what were those for? Like, am I going crazy? I feel like, yeah, I have activities. Okay, so these are like side quests, essentially. But, like, I'm not following those right now. Yeah, I'm just following this one. By the way, I like how this place looks like a ruin, like it's run down. Alright, let's join the Space Illuminati. Alright, gotta admit it.
Captain, everyone will be be in the library.
Ooh,
Just
that's
inside. If
awesome.
Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
This is a beautiful recreation of the Apollo lunar lander and command capsule. Looks fantastic. All right, let's go have this convo.
Keep going on like this, and I'm banning wages. I'm serious.
We'll play nice. Just a little friendly conversation, Sarah, that's all.
What is with that poster in the background?
We appear to have a visitor.
Hello.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
Hello, Sarah.
Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
I guess, like, at the same time, like, I got a ship out of this deal. I'm kind of worried I'll have to give it back, but I don't think I'm going to be too evasive. I'll summarize. Prior to attack, Barrett asked me to deliver the artifact. But...
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
He's not wrong.
That didn't happen. She's here, with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
How many times has this happened? Who else has had, like, I guess, like, lights and music?
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Oh, that's cool. They have skill books in here, just like Fallout.
We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
And they do look
The
very similar.
artifact, if you could place it on the table here.
That's cool. Like, yeah, they have the exact same symbols and look very similar.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them.
Shut up! This is crazy!
Girl, breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
Whoa.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
That actually is really
Not
cool.
to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
So you want me in Constellation? What does that even mean? What do you expect?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
So as long as I can use my own methods, you don't mind what those methods entail? Because something tells me that there's a lot of places you guys haven't been willing to look that I might be willing to. So what are these things anyway? Like, they're cool, and like the fact that they're floating around us right now in the sky without any like direct control, and you're not phased by this is kind of freaking me out. Look at that, it's going right through your, like, right in your face.
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal, another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Alright, I'm in. I mean, at the very least, it looks like a good way to live my life. It sounds exciting.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet.
Okay.
And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
I think I already got one of those. Hey, level 3. In fact, I had already been level 2, but I got level 3 now. So let's go ahead.
I am at your service, Captain.
Does it play that loud every time I level up? That's going to be obnoxious. But let's go ahead and level up. I have no idea how leveling up really works yet, but let's take a peek. You receive 1 skill point to spend it every time you level. Each skill unlocks a challenge. Complete the challenge to spend the skill point to rank up the... Okay. Each skill also unlocks a challenge. Complete the challenge and then spend a skill point to rank up the skill. Oh, okay. So you can continue branching down like a skill tree as you complete challenges. That's kind of cool, actually. Because it encourages you to like use your skills in unique and diverse ways, maybe. The top row represents basic skills. The rows below are locked until you have spent the minimum number of skill points in that category. So combat, science, tech, social, and physical. Seems proper for me to get a boost pack. Utilization, because that seems really handy. Alright, so scavenging and boost pack training. Seems like a really good setup to me. Okay.
I trust you're still satisfied with your choice to join Constellation, Noel?
It's a dream come true, Sarah. You know that.
I'm glad to hear it. You could have done just about anything, so it's important to me that you feel valued here.
There are days that are tough, sure. But if I weren't here, I wouldn't even know about all the incredible things we're discovering.
Alright, let's talk to Sarah. She seems cool.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
I agree.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now.
It's okay.
I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it.
Honestly,
I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
she's so polite. You seem to know a lot about these artifacts. I was wondering, like you're so excited. So what else can you tell me?
Oh gosh, no. I mean that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the 2, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
Okay, gotcha. I was wondering about other types of exploration work besides the artifacts.
Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Ah, that would be interesting. So there's a mission board here as well. The vision I saw, what do you think that was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
There. But, like, so there's a reasonable explanation.
There might be a reasonable explanation. I wasn't there. I didn't see what you saw. I'm just not in a position to say for sure. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared.
Oh, wait, so it happened to
We're
us.
all in this together now, right?
So what happened to just the 2 of us? Well, there's 3 artifacts, so what about the first artifact that was found? How long have you been working on all this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
Let me know how I can help you learn more.
Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything.
Okay.
One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Okay. Is there something about a place for me to stay?
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens
Why is he
are
staring at me?
outdoors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
I'm sure I will, Vasco. Look at all these old pictures. Interesting. So the feel's pretty good. It reminds me a lot of like the guilds in Skyrim, which I'm sure is not an accident at all. Dartboard.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Sounds like that's a recent development. It really feels like we're like in a museum right now, though, too. Dang, there's a lot of rooms here. There's more than I expected. Cool. Model ships, both modern and exotic.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy.
All right, sounds good. And then this picture here.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
Ooh, dang, this room is nice. I wonder if everything in here is gonna be locked down. Oh, it's a closet. Ah, it's just a pen. Oh, fetch, wrong button. That was a mistake. How do I flashlight? That's the button. I'm sorry, I grenaded the place the first day I was here. All right, Mr. Financier.
Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid for itself at this point. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
I mean, it's what I was doing. I've been called worse.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Sweet. Hope the drinks are at least free.
Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. For now. But if you clean us out, you're on your own. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing.
Sweet.
You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, So I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Okay. That's fair. This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud-Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the lodge home.
Okay.
As much as anywhere else.
So he's a rich hobbyist, but you know what? I mean, that's almost the backbone of some of the most intriguing advancements of like the modern era. What's your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need.
It's a respectable way to be.
As you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
Afraid not. It's a nice up party, man. Never seen anything like that in my life.
Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar, in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on.
Definition, stuff floating around making star maps, unusual.
This is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
That's fair. What kind of company is Stroud-Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud-Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud-Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
That makes sense. Okay.
Remember, you're representing all of us out there.
I'll try and be discreet.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation,
Okay.
the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it?
Oh, it does. In
Are
fact,
you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
now I'm not going crazy. Doesn't his hat look like a softer, kind of more friendly version of like the cap that what's his name in Fallout 4? Like the crazy old man who like found the artifact in the desert and lost his mind and became immortal. Like whatever that guy is and whatever he has, doesn't his hat look fairly similar to this? Don't think that again. It's like I don't think that's a coincidence. These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found.
Huh.
But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight.
Weird. Whoa.
Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
What do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but you know, if the
Okay.
label fits.
So he puts a religious spin on it. You think this was a religious experience?
Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one, doesn't it? I'm certainly not going to rule it out just yet,
To be fair, I mean, that's valid. I mean, even if you're really skeptical of religion in general, like an experience that seems beyond explanation, that's been repeated, but in very isolated cases, it doesn't seem to be something that can be easily replicated, as in like nobody else being close to these artifacts is triggering such an event. It does feel very interesting. If it means something, I don't understand it.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
Okay. What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history.
Okay.
I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
Interesting. That's a pretty cool story.
Take care of yourself.
Sure, buddy.
Take note. Everyone here is worth learning from. Yes, even the kid.
All right. Well, it seems to be everybody. So,
Yeah,
hi,
what
Sarah.
is it? So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
Is everything okay?
Oh, I just...
What is Constellation? What do
how
you
he
do?
does it.
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
How well known is Constellation? Like, is this a name I can throw around in certain circles?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing.
I'll give you that. That's fair.
I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver.
I see.
A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
What do you know about these artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
It's what we do. All right, I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects.
Okay.
Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from UC Vanguard sounds promising.
The UC Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Okay. Good chance to learn more about the United Colonies, I suppose.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Fair. Alright, got it. You and me until we get the artifact.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen. Whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
You mean you don't care if I steal as long as I don't get caught?
I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission.
Okay.
In exchange, we give you latitude in your choice of means.
I understand. So, I get in trouble, I get myself out of trouble. I don't drag you into it. Understood.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
That's what this episode's gonna be, isn't it? Just the stroll.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family.
Another round of invoices.
I hope it feels that
coming
way for you
soon,
too.
Walter.
It's almost as if you think I'm made of credits. What is it this time?
Fuel isn't free, I'm afraid. This artifact hunt is keeping us busy.
Ooh, violin.
Sometimes I think you only keep me around because I pay for everything.
You don't fool me for a moment, Walter. You love it and you know it. We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Oh, wait, actually, I want to ask you that.
It's you and me.
How did you know there was an
Yeah.
artifact in Vectra?
You can thank Barrett for that, if he's still around to thank when this is all said and done. Honestly, he took this seriously before any of us. It was at his urging that we started doing deep space scans.
Okay.
I will admit, it was something of a shock to see Barrett taking anything seriously.
Okay, so deep space scans can... Alright,
Okay,
we'll continue on for now. I like how he's got this picture of himself. It says a lot about his character right there, which I think is pretty great. Sweet. Alright, Sarah, where are we heading to? Mast, right? I believe she said mast. Now, default, we know no map, so... Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Is this like a skyway that goes sideways? That's actually neat. I want to check this out real quick. This cannot be considered a safe structure for typical travel, but it's actually kind of a cool design. But like, it's just being the ramp, but it's also so steep. If it rains or something, this has got to be slick enough. People are gonna get hurt. But it looks great. It's hard to deny that. Now, where do we go from here? How, like, there's no, like, heads up or anything, right? Like, I thought I had trackable markers, but, like, it's like I don't see anything on my heads up display or anything. Alright, I did have them turned off. Alright, that'll help. I find them annoying, but at the same time, especially in a city like this is gonna get just too frustrating. Hello, hello, hello.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Let's see. No thanks. I'd rather chart stars than fight wars.
Whoa. Where have I heard that line before?
I say the same thing every time John tries to get me to re-enlist.
I'd surrender. Can't blame me for trying, right? All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
Nice.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is
Dang.
he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Ooh. Who is this Morara?
Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something.
Oh, dang. Wait, what's wrong with the Sol system?
You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
Well, we'll talk to him. Sure we can make him a good offer for it.
Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
It's true. Bar in a spaceport. Sounds like home.
It's definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
How do you burn helium? Is there some kind of like maybe a stable fusion maybe? Oh, you know what it probably is? If you have the technology to be able to create fusion reactions at like stable fusion reactions, working with helium actually would be a lot safer, because hydrogen, while probably easier to fuse, is super volatile. So helium, if you can fuse helium, you get similar energy outputs, but you don't have the danger of transporting helium being so highly explosive and corrosive. Yeah, that actually is really clever. I had never thought of that, but yeah, you surpass that barrier to be able to do fusion like fairly cheaply and easily. That's a really good way to make sure that's structured and safe. I gotta admit, the idea... Oh, wait, hang on. Apparently I still have to talk to him about something. Oh, or is that just about, like, joining up? Because that's also... I need to turn off activities. Yeah, so only active. And it should show me no icons until I go out to space. Gotcha, cool. I do want to check out some soundboards, though.
People to help the guard. Contact them if you're interested. We'd
Nope.
all appreciate it.
Nope, not really interested in that.
Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
I don't know. Ascension? Or maybe it's a company logo? That tends to be what happens ultimately. What's over here?
Contrary to what you might have heard,
you
see security personnel are
Oh.
I can't believe
and Sergeant
it.
Yumi just
Is it
happens
you?
to be an old friend.
Is it really, really you?
He's here.
Captain
He's
of the
here.
Frontier, Bane of the Fleet, Constellation's shining star.
I just
of
joined.
stars.
How do you know about that? I just joined Constellation. I'm hardly a shining star.
Oh, you are definitely the brightest, biggest
I like how it's the
star in
same voice
any
actor.
Constellation. There's no maybes about it.
Oh
I
my
have
gosh.
an eye for these things. Not that you're hard to see with that halo on your head. Although at first, I wasn't sure if it was just the glare. But now that I know it's you, what are the odds? And to think, I almost went for coffee instead. But I changed my routine for one day, and here you are. It's almost like it was meant
It's beautiful.
to be.
Look, I was just minding your own business when you came up to me.
Me too. I was minding your business as well. Visualizing it, dreaming it, and tending to it like a garden.
I might have made a
in bloom.
mistake.
And
I might have
now
genuinely made a
here it
mistake.
is, Our first spring.
So
Either
scavenging,
way,
concealment, and
it's such an
weightlifting.
honor to meet you. Hey, do you mind if I follow you around? Do you need a sidekick? What am I saying? You're a hero, of course you do. Lead the way.
He doesn't take no for an answer. Welcome aboard.
You won't be disappointed.
Managing your crew, review and change their assignments between your ship and outpost. Different crew can have different skills to enhance your ship or outposts. Alright, sure, you can join the ship. Oh gosh. And Sarah can join the ship as well. Ooh, she's got some much better skills. But yep. Sure, saw the sign outside.
You did, huh? Gotta admit, I was against the sign at first. Felt cheesy, you know? Like we're hiring a dishwasher or one of those dancing clowns. But here you are. Can't argue with effectiveness. And... But
Oh,
what?
it's security.
Long story.
Not right now, maybe some other time.
No. Thank you. I appreciate the interest. If you change your mind...
Okay, so that's... So then why was I talking to him? Oh, I accidentally activated it. Gotcha. That makes sense. So, I literally accidentally found you. I had no intention of finding you. I just happened to walk in here because I made a mistake. Great, cool. I mean, now you gotta admit, maybe he's right. Maybe fate did decide that I was meant to meet him because... Oh my gosh. That's actually kind of incredible.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
Envoys haven't needed diplomatic visas since the colony war.
The law's the law, sir. And that one's still on the books. New Atlantis Security Charter, 2308 Addendum, Article 2, Section 8.
Yeah, there, Sarah. You're in the way.
You made all that up. There is no such addendum. The war ended almost 20 years ago. I am Representative Evans Chisholm of the Freestar Collective.
Okay.
I've been coming here for months trying to ensure continued peace.
I don't make up the laws, Representative. I just enforce them. You have a good day now. Someplace else.
Interesting.
Have a good one.
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something?
There. Guys seem to have an issue with you.
Did you not hear? They won't let me enter the city. Me, a political envoy who comes here constantly trying to help prevent another war. And this is the thanks I get? They won't let me enter without a diplomatic visa? Ridiculous.
Do you know anyone that can help? I can talk to them for you.
Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestar Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do.
For your credit, I'll be happy to make a little detour to your embassy. Sorry.
Fine. Seems like I'm at everyone's mercy today.
Hey, nice. Okay, Sarah, before we go, let's do this guy a favor. I am nothing if not willing to help for some money, because that's exactly the kind of character we want to play. Hello.
Only those with an appointment are allowed inside the embassy.
Ooh, I like your accent.
Welcome to the Freestar Embassy. Is there something I can help you with?
Representative Chisholm is being held at the spaceport by UC Security.
Typical UC security. They try to bully us every chance they get and still manage to play the victim. I'll get this squared away with the folks down at the spaceport. Thanks for letting us know.
Oh, my pleasure. And she gave me money too. Nice. That's the way to do it. So now it's interesting because like part of me is like, oh, I should save the skill point to upgrade stuff later. But at the same time, like you have to do stuff to get the idea to upgrade. But there's also like some of this, like it just gives you access. Like you can't do certain things until you do it. Adds an optional zoom to the hand scanner. Like that sounds really handy, especially to scan dangerous stuff that you don't want to kill. And then like I could put down 2 more skill points. Like yeah, you have to unlock some of the basics in order to make it all work. So here's a good example too. So I said before, if I get a jump booster and I jumped over here like this, but they complain, it doesn't seem like they noticed. It feels like that's an easy way to get in and out without causing any fuss.
Might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
You just got here! Oh, personal slate.
You know the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviations, no distractions, no dalliances, in short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions, and dalliances are completely necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece. I guess I'm still technically borrowing it from Constellation, even if I have no intention of actually giving it back.
I mean, same, bro. There he is, look at him.
Are the greatest. No. Better than the greatest. I know that's grammatically impossible, but somehow you managed to do it.
In a way, you're endearing. Let's sit down and get going.
Beginning landing cycle.
So it looks like they might have made Mars hospitable, but only just. Looks rough still.
Oh, we're here. We should definitely stock up on supply.
Stop. Gosh darn it. It's not hospitable.
Is it the exchange?
Yeah, physics exchange. Sounds good.
What a lovely view of the Martian sky. Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
Dang. It looks like the city's half buried. So, do you really think this is a nice city? It's a pretty cool design. And also, you know what? It might be, like, it looks really rough around the edges, but this is probably one of Earth's, you know, humanity's first, like, permanent bases. A lot of this stuff might be hundreds of years old or built on the bones of hundreds of years.
In the grav drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
That sucks. That sucks.
Making Cydonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Look how much dirt they track in, though. Alright, I'm guessing we can take off our suits, but...
The Lux condos aren't anything special. But plenty of people.
What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it. But we just filled our last openings. I think we have a couple contracts ending at the end of next month. It's possible they may not extend it.
This is bullshit. I got a wife and kids at home. We can't wait almost 2 months for a job that may not even exist then.
Yes.
Hey, I get it. But there's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands. You can take it up with corporate if you want. Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Dang, that
Come
sucks.
On, forget it. Let's get out of here. Maybe it's not too late to catch a ride back home.
Hey, careful around.
Oh, I feel light as a feather in this gravity.
Alright, here we down at the bar. Ooh, what's going on over here? Like, nice view.
Working the deep mines.
So you have a name. I'm guessing we're gonna talk to you in a little bit, but let's talk to the bartender.
Get a lot of new faces passing through here.
Like a drink?
What's your poison?
Oh, not literally. I thought it was a good way to start a conversation. Looking for a Vanguard named Mora.
You ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
What is that? What was that? We could track him down if he knows patrol route.
Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries.
Uh-oh.
Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
yeah.
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
It's
right.
It's okay. I'll let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Sarah Morgan skipped the part. Your companion can speak on your behalf, but what they will say is written next to their name. Okay. He could be help. You shouldn't put a price on that.
Come on. Life on Cydonia ain't hard enough. You're gonna guilt trip me?
But I have 3 turns. I have to get 4 bars of persuasion, but like it's higher difficulty. I want you to imagine him out there, all alone, and here you are, holding out for cash.
I want him found. I do. All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs.
Uh-oh.
All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
What?
So that explosion was a particle detonation. What the fetch is that about? Anyway. Whoa, what happened out here? Fetch.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one?
Mm-mm.
Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent. The devourer of the unbelievers.
Okay.
I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us.
I doubt they know where Vanguard is.
No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Faroon ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our Vanguard was heading to next.
Okay. So we need to get to the beacon without being attacked, huh?
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
Okay. Maximizing ship power to minimize ship power to avoid detection systems like weapons and shields are easier to detect. For maximum stealth, power down all systems except for 1 or 2 bars in your engines and stay as far away from enemy ships as you can. Get within 500 meters of the satellite beacon so you can activate it. Alright, so how do I turn off my... Hang on. Oh yeah, turn down shields. Okay. We better be careful though, because we get spotted. It's gonna take a bit to... I'm gonna go to my... get ready to boost... to get my shields up as soon as possible if necessary.
Oh, great serpent. Bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Verun's footsteps. That he jumped from the Sol system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
Let me duck behind this rock real fast. I might try and... I won't be upset if I end up having to fight them because I could use the perk, but I have a feeling I'm going to have plenty of chances to attack. So why not try a stealth mission just to see how this goes?
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago, and the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers.
So we can leave, or we could fight. Oh, my shields haven't been able to actually, like, charge. Oh, I'm taking damage. Press R. Nope, not that.
Grab, jump down.
Yep, we're dead. That did not go well. I underestimated how long shields take to recharge.
Galactic Star Yard, still orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever.
What happened to Earth anyway? Why did we leave it?
It's all ancient history now, but the Earth lost its atmosphere. It started sputtering out into space.
How?
Humanity had about 50 years to evacuate the planet. That's kind of how the United Colonies government started, managing the exodus. Earth is more or less a dust ball now. You can occasionally find a few remnants of the world we left behind on the surface, but not much.
Wow. Let's see if Vanguard and Moore arrives in the shipyard.
Keep your weapons ready. Never know who else might be scavenging there.
Most star bases and ships can be docked with, allowing you to board them. You'll need to select the ship in your HUD and then fly close enough so that it can dock prompt appears. Okay. I do want to go jump around on the moon, but maybe we'll do that next time. Oh, fun.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Okay, I've still got my spacesuit on. Alright, here we go.
Time to move on.
Oh, cool.
2 steps in, and we're already looking at a corpse. Okay, it's not Vanguard Moara. Looks like spacers were scavenging around here and someone else came in and said hello.
Okay, so I am overburdened. I need to sell my stuff. Dang it, I should have stopped at a shop.
Oh, this won't be your last encounter with a spacer crew. They pillage abandoned facilities and shoot anyone who gets in their way. They're even less organized than the Crimson Fleet. Just countless desperate groups scavenging and killing to survive.
Dang, that sucks. Ah, I can't do that. I should have got that level up. Oh. He's got an interesting laser sight pistol. There's a lot of people running around in here, it looks like. Got some crits. That's something. One down. And what are you doing?
That was an ecliptic mercenary. What are they doing here? Scavenging a star yard is a bit low end for them.
I haven't really been subtle, so I don't know if we need to be sneaking, but I want a sniper rifle. Oh, fetch me. So they're fighting spacers. It's just a free-for-all in here. I gotta admit, considering this place is apparently, you know, like scavenged regularly and known as a scavenging location, there's a lot of stuff still here. Maybe a lot of it's just not worth carrying out, but still, a lot of it seems pretty useful to me. Like medical stuff, medicine. Alright, what we got here, huh? One down. Oh, he's tough.
Nothing.
Where'd he go? Well, I wouldn't give for a freaking sniper rifle. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to blow him up on you. Alright, so we just got pretty much a lot of people everywhere right now. Come on. Any chance we could talk about this, fellas? Maybe not end in death everywhere? Some of these guys are really, really strong. Ouch. I should probably heal. And also I have like no ammo left again. Dang, I went through ammo fast. Okay, so I got my pistol certification set up. Done. Where'd it go? Wait, I should go to... Come here, you. Oh, he chose the wrong direction to run. Oh, fetch. Calm down, calm down. Okay, hey, sheesh. And my health is low. I just need to eat some stim packs. This would be interesting to try and do without healing items. Ah, so crazy. I think that's everybody now. Finally done. I really need to go to a freaking store. Why'd the ladder jump? That was weird. Alright, let's finish clearing out, looking for anything that's worthwhile picking up. Alright, so I think we're pretty much done, unless I missed anybody. The combats get pretty grungy. I need to be better at like saying interesting things and kind of talking while I'm doing it, but like I got a little hyper focused because there's like getting really sketchy in there at some parts. But yep, looks like we found the ship of the guy we're looking for, which is not boding well because they were all over this place. But yeah, this place looks like it could be an interesting base. It's got like all this like industrial workbench and stuff. In fact, I kind of want to see what that is, so maybe I'll take a quick look at that. The other workbenches I looked at too were interesting. Industrial workbenches let you group basic manufacturing components can be used for building structures and outposts, crafting mods for your weapons and equipment. Raw resources, manifest, Okay. Wow, it's like adaptive frame and everything. Like I gotta figure out how the base building's gonna work at some point, which is crazy to say, because I mean, at least it seems more functional in this game than in their previous titles from Bethesda, but I'm also still a little skeptical. I kind of like the idea of just roaming around doing odd jobs. But yeah, no, besides like one or two, like that were like listed level like 15 characters, things went pretty smoothly. Mostly I'm just trying to find any interesting loot. Unfortunately, I found a little too much loot. I am just wrestling with carrying capacity at the minute. I need to just go to a freaking store, which I'll probably do as soon as I can. But for now, it's just kind of cleaning up and making sure I picked up everything. Scavenging complete. Very sweet. Alright, looks like we're good. Time to head down and take a look inside this starship and see what we can find. Oh, did I loot you? No. Sentinel's deep mining spacesuit. I think I already have that.
Junk?
I'm not stocking up on junk. So I've got a few spacesuits. They're pretty heavy. Navigator spacesuit. Deep mining spacesuit. And then this space truckers one. Anti-ballistic. Energy. Lower your health. 10% chance to ignite nearby enemies. That's cool. Yeah, I think I'll stick with this one because like they're all listed as legendary, but that's unfortunate because that also means it's gonna be tough for me to drop stuff. I'll have to see. If I can just not cripple myself and get out of here and go shopping, it's not the worst thing. Alright.
This is Vanguard Moira. Sorry if I had to reclaim some UC property, but this whole star yard is overrun. I've patched up my ship and I'm heading to Neptune. Going to put in another request to get the fleet out here to deal with these spacers. But until then, if any of you thugs are listening, I'm the damn ghost stealing your stuff in the night. Clear out while you have the chance.
Interesting. That's kind of cool.
It's almost daring the spacers to come after him. It's actually not a bad plan. Much better odds destroying one of their ships than fighting them all at once here.
Hey, we handled ourselves pretty well. Interesting. So, like, I guess this isn't a ship. I thought this might be something I could, like, take stuff from or whatever, but doesn't look like it. Wait, out of curiosity, can you carry stuff for me?
Looks like it's Neptune next. Glad to haul what...
Yeah, okay. Then, can you hold on to these spacesuits I am not using? That'll help a lot.
So long.
Thank you. That will make a big difference. Even if I forget you have them, at least they're somewhere I can eventually get them. Alright, now to get back to the ship. Now, I think there was an emergency exit at some point. Like, I'm wondering will be the Skyrim door that gets us back to where we need to go faster. If I can't find it, though, then I'll just backtrack. Alright, here's the door. Yeah. I thought so. Yeah, they do have Skyrim doors. They almost make sense too, like the way they have them laid out. Okay. Let's get out of here. Now,
I heard that you're so fast, you can run around a planet and sign the back of your own head. We just need to find you a pen.
I'm not Chuck Norris, kid. Alright, I need to go find a place I can sell stuff. So I'm going to return to Mars real quick before we hit Neptune. Okay.
Come back anytime.
Thank goodness for that. Okay.
The miners have a secret about something they call. I overheard one of them talking about it at the bar.
Ooh.
Layla, I think it was.
Hey, Heart of Mars on ooh, okay, that sounds interesting. So, I just sold a bunch of gear. I finally am free of most of the valuable stuff that I'm not going to use, but it was too expensive to sell. Granted, it was worth a lot less, but then I overheard something about Myla talking about Heart of Mars. Oh, she's literally a worker. So she could be in the bar, but she's working currently. Hello.
Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up.
You have to do what I say now? Well, I'm a miner, just not here. Don't worry, I'm not here to take your job.
Oh, I wasn't worried. Concerned, maybe. Because we haven't had any positions open for a while. And some friends of mine were turned away recently. I just want to make sure nothing funny was going on. Anyway, I'm Layla.
Hey, Layla.
And I'm not mining. I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Of course. If you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the Heart of Mars.
That's actually why I'm here. You mentioned something about the Heart of Mars. I'd like to know more.
Oh, so you're interested in the Heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the Heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared.
I have a feeling I could succeed where others have failed. Sounds kind of far-fetched, but I'm willing to check it out.
I know, cursed rocks and all. I don't know for sure if it's really cursed.
I don't know if it's cursed.
Still dangerous out there, so be careful. I'll give you location of the cave. Good luck.
I feel like it's a trap. The fact that she just knows where the cave is. Alright. Well, let's just get out of here for now. Your hair is fabulous. It matches the color of the wall. How do you do it, sir? Or ma'am? I don't know. I can't tell. It doesn't matter. It's amazing. Alright, Neptune is here. Let's figure out what on earth we're up to.
There's a ship just drifting out there. No time to take in the sights. That could be our vanguard.
Moira's ship? Looks promising.
Something's wrong. The ship's weapons are powering up. Get ready. If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
It's not me. Mercs hijacked my ship. White lined a couple of them, but they've locked me down. Really could use an assist.
If we blow that ship out of the stars, he's dead and our artifact's gone. We're going to hit the road. Target the engines. Once they stall out, we'll have our chance.
Alright, how do we do that exactly? How do you target the engines? Oh, the shield's coming back on. Okay, I'm gonna look this up because I don't want to mess up here. Oh, fetch! Oh, fetch! Ow! Most hostile ships can be boarded. Once the engines are down, you must fly close to the ship before you will be allowed to dock once you board. By the way, I had to use a skill point. I don't know if I didn't really get to show that, but I had to use a skill point to unlock this. I don't know if it was supposed to be like that, or maybe you could technically do it without the skill point, but still. Yeah, we are here, so... Dock time.
Come on. Let's go rescue that Vanguard.
I imagine this is going to be useful for future piracy. So that's a good system to unlock, a good skill at this point.
Docking job there. Nice work.
Alright. Let's get up. And let's make sure we're all set. Alright, let's get this done. Oh, didn't mean to shoot there. They must know we're coming. They broke the medical kit. Okay, oddly quiet so far. Too quiet. Where is everything? Where's the bridge? How do I travel in this ship? There must be a door I just am really blind to, apparently. Oh my gosh. Sup? Broski!
Well, that's that.
Whew, that was spicy. That stupid door. Like, it's right behind, like you come in, you load in facing this way. And you'd never guess this door is openable. Well, that's something at least.
Open fire.
That igniting of people is pretty cool. I do love this classic, like, Bethesda slug matching where we just get in each other's faces. Oh, I'm like dying. I need to be a lot better. I need to not just run and just take it.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
I'm sorry. He has a good gun on him.
Good work. Bring me anything useful?
Yeah, you can hold on to this gun if you want. Hey, buddy, how you doing? You okay?
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are? Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right?
Yeah, agreed. Bridging hostile ships, saving lives. My kind of party.
Now I know that kind of talk. You two Marines?
Constellation, actually.
What? Seriously? Man, I've heard stories, but I had no idea you all were this dangerous.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is? I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament?
Is it on the outside of the ship? Be better in our hands.
Hey, I'll trade some weird space rock for a rescue anytime. Hope you figure out whatever that thing is.
Alright. Oh, it's literally here. It's exact. What the fetch? It's just sitting here.
Good work. Let's get back to the lodge.
Thanks again for the rescue. Don't know what I would have done if you hadn't jumped in.
Oh, no worries, buddy. My pleasure. You have fun cleaning up. Alright, so I could shortcut like the quick jumping to get back all the way just straight to the planet. I'm guessing if you have contraband, you can't skip steps like that, but in that case, that's very handy. I mean, I love exploring and stuff, but for now, it's nice to be able to shortcut us back here and just see how things play out. Hey everybody, we found another piece.
I hope you are satisfied
We have it.
with the quarters available to you.
Do the honors.
So, How you guys think? I join up 2 days later, we got 2 pieces. Literally doubled.
It fits. Energy spiked a bit, but it's restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
Okay.
That's speculation, but I think you're right. We need more. Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation. As a full member this time.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I expected champagne.
Well, if you ever find a relic bottle from Earth, we'll all be happy to share it with you. By the way, how would you like to keep traveling together? I'm not sitting behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well. You got results. I need someone like you watching my back.
Hey, I don't mind. I mean, I do think I work better alone, and I kind of think I might spec out for a lone wolf eventually, but for now, sure, let's go back out there.
All right. We've got a few more leads we should talk about.
Like I said,
First,
she loved that.
There's an expedition that Samco has been putting together. It's in Freestar Collective Space, and he knows it inside and out.
Okay.
There's also the Eye, our star station in orbit. About time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies. And last but not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
A courier from Argos Extractors came by to let us know they're packing up the operation on Vectera. But that's it, no other word.
That's not good. We should get over there and check on Barrett in person.
That's fair. I'm okay with that. Alright, let's see. First off, who's Samco? What's this expedition of his?
Oh, that's right. He wasn't here when you first showed up. He should be back by now. I'll let him handle the introductions. If I steal his thunder, I'll never hear the end of it.
Let's see. What's the Eye and who's Vladimir?
We maintain a star station in orbit above us. It's where we do all our deep space scanning.
Ah.
Vladimir runs the station. Brilliant astronomer. Years of practical experience.
Okay, sounds good. What should I do first?
It's all important, but if you want a direction, I'd grab Barrett first. He's not just an old friend. He's been all over the settled systems.
Alright, that sounds fair. And that's where we're going to be ending for today. I think we got a lot done. I guarantee you, like, these episodes are going to be freakishly long compared to most stuff, but I'm cutting them down. So, for instance, a good example is that this was about a 3-hour recording. I would be shocked if the video itself is like an hour or more, just because I'm going to be cutting out a lot of the fluff. Maybe if I pick up odd rumors that don't seem very notable, I might like discuss them later rather than like showcasing them. A lot of travel, probably pretty much any interacting I have with shopping is probably going to be minimized. I might showcase some other features. If you want to know, one of my templates for making content like this is actually from one of my favorite creators, Many a True Nerd. He has some of my favorite series where he's done Skyrim, he's done Oblivion, the Fallout games. He does challenge runs. He's also done normal playthrough runs. He's actually doing a Starfield run right now, which I haven't watched any of because I didn't want to spoil anything. But his style is very in-depth. He goes into a lot of like building of the characters and cutting styles. So I'm going to go for something like that, but then put my own twists on it and focus on the things I think are worth focusing on. So if you feel like there's stuff I'm cutting out that you want to see more of, like, please let me know. This is a bit new for me as far as like this type of gameplay. Because when I was playing stuff like Legend of Heroes, Trails in Sky or Yakuza, it was very clear what to cut out, what not to. There's so many just random encounters that don't really need to be focused on, but then there were encounters and certain and moments that really should be focused on. For Starfield, it's harder to know. So, like, it'd be nice to have a little insight based on you who's watching. Like, what would you find more interesting? Do you find it valuable to look at what my current builds are? Do you want to see, like, what skills I'm leveling up in? Or is that something to say for myself just to kind of do in my own private? It'd be nice to just kind of have some, like, your thoughts on that. Ultimately, how I decide to make videos will come ultimately down to what I feel makes things entertaining, but it's always nice having that bit of input, especially at the start of a series. So if you could just take a few seconds and just let me know, it'd mean a lot to me. But yeah, we're here, and we are part of Constellation, and I think it fits our character. Our character is very much about do jobs, get paid, and I think that that's consistent with Constellation. I do worry if I am doing the more morally ambiguous things, if some of the characters like Sarah might be a bit disinterested in that, which is fine, but I gotta kind of get a feel for that. And again, I might lean towards going more lone wolf, especially because the build I want to do is a stealth sniper build ultimately, with the ability to also talk my way out of situations when necessary. And that might do better solo, but for now, having an extra set of guns and something that can distract the enemy while I'm like getting my footing and figuring out how to play the game is really handy. So for now, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Hopefully level ups keep coming up fairly quickly though, because there's just so many things to put skills into, and there's some pretty important stuff I want to be able to do. So yeah, like for instance, I want to be able to fly like higher class level ships. So I need to do a little research and make sure I'm putting points in that direction as soon as possible. Just because the sooner I can unlock that, the better. And that means I can unlock better, more interesting ships. And then I also am looking forward to figuring out how to do customized ships. Like I don't know what that entails quite yet. I'm sure it'll give us an intro to it eventually. But like once I get to that, I have some designs in my head I want to see if I can actually replicate in the game. So overall, very excited. But that's enough rambling for now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. If you're still here, you're amazing. Thank you to the patrons and members who make it possible for me to explore more content, to try and cultivate my own skills and talents as a creator to be able to make content better, and just for being here and being part of the journey. So thank you so much. And for anybody else who's here, don't worry. Like it's not like I don't care. Any person who's watching, any person who puts a comment in, anybody who's even spending more than 5 minutes on a video, like you're irreplaceable. You're amazing, and I'm so grateful for you. So thank you so much. And until the next video watching me, see me next. I'll see you there.